Welcome to our city, and here's what's going on this week around our city. On Tuesday, September 9th at 12:45 p.m., Mayor Bowles will join Assemblywoman Annette Keano at an emergency preparedness seminar presentation entitled Are You Ready? The event will be held at the Stephen Sampson Center, which is located at 800 Anna Street. Later that evening at 6:30 p.m., Mayor Bowles will attend the PNC Bank Business Connection event, which will take place at the PNC's Elizabeth branch located at 928 Elmore Avenue. The event will feature refreshments and a chance to network with local business owners and professionals. On Wednesday, September 10th at 12 p.m., Mayor Bowles will join Assemblywoman Annette Keano for another emergency preparedness seminar presentation titled Are You Ready? This event will be held at the Liberty Square Senior Center, which is located at 240 Elizabeth Avenue. Later that evening at 6 p.m., Mayor Bowles will join the Greater Elizabeth Chamber of Commerce at their 17th annual dinner cruise, which will depart from 330 South Front Street. Tickets must be purchased in advance. For more information on this event, please call 908-355-7600. On Thursday, September 11th at 8:46 a.m., Mayor Bowles will attend the September 11th Remembrance Ceremony, which will commemorate 13 years since the attacks. 6 Elizabeth residents perished on that fatal day. The event will be held at the September 11th Memorial, located at the Midtown Pedestrian Plaza near the train station on West Grand Street. On Saturday, September 13th at 11 a.m., Mayor Bowles will attend the grand opening and ribbon cutting of Bubbles R Us Laundromat, located at 31 Westfield Avenue. Later that afternoon at 2 p.m., Mayor Bowles will join the Missionaries on a Mission at their 5th annual Community Awareness Day. The event will feature refreshments, door prizes, vendors, entertainment, school supplies, and Coats clothing drive. It will take place at the Smith Funeral Home, which is located at 455 North Broad Street. For more information, please call 908-344-4753. Then on Sunday, September 14th at 9 a.m., Mayor Bowles will attend the 2nd annual Ciclovia event, which will take place on First Street, sponsored by Together North Jersey, and organized by Councilman at Large Frank Cuesta and First Ward Councilman Carlos Torres, also Elizabeth Cano and Groundwork Elizabeth. The event encourages residents to come out for an open day of healthy events such as bike riding, skating, jogging, or just simply walking in your community. Later that afternoon at 2 p.m., Mayor Bowles will join members of the African Heritage Committee as their African Heritage Day parade takes place. It will kick off at Union Square, which is located on Elizabeth Avenue and High Street, and end at City Hall on Winfield Scott Plaza. For more information, please call 908-220-6113. That will also be part of one of our topics for today's show. If you need more information concerning these or any other events this week, please call the Public Information Office at 908-820-4124. And we'll be back with our segment of Our City after these words. Thank you.
Offering everything you could want from college, including a life. Kane University.
Welcome back to Our City. I'm joined in this segment by Rod Spearman and Miss Denise Lowe. Welcome to you both.
Thank you for having us.
So, this Sunday, the 14th, is the African Heritage Day Parade. Where are you starting at this year, Rod?
Well, we're starting the parade this year at the Union Square, Elizabeth Avenue, and Newport Road. And the parade will start at 2 o'clock. Lineup is at 1 o'clock this Sunday.
And Denise, is there a special place or best place to watch the parade, or?
All along Elizabeth Avenue. People will be out and gathered, and we will come straight down Elizabeth Avenue to Winfield Scott Plaza. So all along or in front of City Hall.
Now, Rod, what's the significance or the importance behind a parade like this?
Well, the significance, it's an opportunity for the community, City of Elizabeth, to see and recognize the African American heritage that's historically been a part of this city since 350 years ago. And so this parade is just a continue of that celebration. It's a citywide celebration of recognizing African American heritage and our participation in the city and in the state and the nation.
Now, I know you've been planning this event for quite some time, and I see two members of the organization here, but There's several organizations at the table. Can you name a few if possible?
Certainly. Well, first of all, I want to thank our sponsors, our co-sponsors, which is the City of Elizabeth and Union County Board of Chosen Freeholders. But the organizations at the table, we have the Vulcans Firemen's Organization, we have the organization Focus, Nesbitt Funeral Home, the Patricia Perkins Auguste Civic organizations, yes. Councilman William Gallman, our Senior Citizens Awareness Committee, the Elizabeth Housing Authority, the Women's Scholarship Club, and I hope I didn't leave anyone out.
Probably left out the Martin Luther King Committee.
And the Martin Luther King Commemorative
Oh, you remember the Martin Luther King
Committee.
Committee?
Yes, I am a member of the Martin Luther King Commemorative Committee. Yes, yes.
Now this year, Grand Marshal.
Well, this year we don't have a Grand Marshal. Our theme is Phenomenal Women. So we're honoring all the women, young, old, and that work and live and have contributed to the city of Elizabeth over the years. So we expect over 40 to 50 women that we're going to want to honor. Several of those will be on a float. The rest of them will be walking. So the parade is a grand marshal of all the African American women that come and participate in the parade.
Great idea. Besides the women that you mentioned, are there any bands, any floats, anything happening? Or?
Well, there will be several floats. Stilt Walkers and Elizabeth High School Band will be there marching in the parade for us. There will be other bands, and there are roughly 50 organizations that will be participating in and from Elizabeth and around that have come to join and be a part of this annual parade.
Now you mentioned it earlier, but you gather at what time and where?
We gather at 1 o'clock at Union Square on Elizabeth Avenue.
And that's just for the participants?
That's just for the participants. And the parade actually kicks off at 2 o'clock. And it is the parade is led by our city's finest police officers and our city firefighters. They are the ones who lead this parade off every year for us. And then a number of other agencies and organizations and community people will be in the parade.
And the parade itself starts off what time?
2 o'clock.
And if someone needed more information?
I'll let my...
Oh, they would be able to call 908-220-6113.
And the float, just again, will have who on it? Some of the...
It'll have have members of our community, Black women who have contributed to Elizabeth and to...
I like the title, and I'm trying to figure out who came up with the Phenomenal Women, because these are some phenomenal women. Don't name them all now, but how did you come back with that title for this year, this theme?
That was our chairperson, Yolanda Edie Perkins.
But it was a male that thought of the idea that we need to recognize the women. Now, I'm not going to say who he was, but you're kind of looking at him. We just thought that it was important that we recognize and honor our women. Several years ago, we recognized and honored the men in the community.
Right.
And so I strongly suggested that, that we honor our African American women.
And we thank you for that.
You're welcome.
So again, it's this Sunday, September 14th,
Yes.
2 p.m.
Yes.
Yes.
And you're starting at Union Square,
Yes.
which is technically, some say High Street and Elizabeth Avenue,
Yeah.
and you're coming up to City Hall.
Yes, I'd like to also just, and also the history of this parade started with the idea from Charlotte and Kenny Brown over 20 years
United
ago.
Youth of New Jersey?
Yes, United Youth of New Jersey. They had the vision, and because of that, we've been able to do it and continue it. So I just want to give them their due.
Okay. I want to thank you both for joining us today. And the way it looks, it's no rain Sunday, so you
It's
picked
gonna
a
be
good day.
Beautiful day.
A beautiful day.
Not too hot either.
And ask everyone to come out a little bit. And there will be vendors at the end of the parade, and there will be an opportunity for entertainment for folks to also be a part of and celebrate the whole day and African American Heritage Parade. It's for the city of Elizabeth.
Thank you both.
Thank you.
We'll be back with the second half of our city after these words. Thank you. Welcome back to the second half of our city, where I'm joined by Mark Calicchio and Andrea Topping from the Elizabeth Health Department. And we're going to talk about Prostate Cancer Week. How did this come about, Mark?
Well, it came about last year when it was an initiative Director Garlick came up with to come up with a prostate cancer awareness campaign. So we started last year by doing a walk. And the walk really turned out well. We had well over 100 people attend, and we wanted to expand on it this year.
Throughout the year, the health department brings awareness to various causes here, and this is another. What actually is prostate cancer?
Well, we have to start with, first of all, what is cancer? Cancer is what you call an abnormal growth of cells. So when cells grow at an abnormal rate, it would be considered cancerous. And prostate cancer, of course, occurs when there's an abnormal growth of cells in the prostate gland.
Why is this considered important?
Well, prostate cancer is important because when you talk about men's health, a lot of men regularly don't get checked.
Unfortunately, that's correct. Yes.
Right. They don't want to go to the doctor. They don't want to, if something is wrong, they don't want to go seek help for it. So to raise awareness, this is why we're doing this prostate cancer walk and doing a prostate cancer awareness week, so that way we can educate these men and their women, their wives or their mothers.
And believe it or not, some of the women can encourage these men to go for checkups.
Right. So, that's why it's important, so that way we can educate them to let them know, this is what's going on. This is what's going on with their body. This is why you need to go get checked. This is why it's important. And this is why early detection is so important.
And early detection is important. Why?
Early detection is important because the earlier you get it screened, the earlier your survival rate is completely, you're good, you're fine, and then you have, I don't know, Mark.
You have a better success of catching the disease early and getting it treated.
Right.
So that more aggressive treatments don't have to be.
Is it possible for someone to identify the signs and symptoms prior to getting to the doctor? Or is that something only the doctor can detect?
It's probably something the doctor could only tell you.
And what are some of those signs and symptoms?
Some of the signs and symptoms are difficulty urinating, of weak or interrupted flow of urine, frequent urination, especially at night, difficulty emptying the bladder completely, pain and burning sensation during urination, blood in the urine, pain in the back, hips, and pelvis area that doesn't go away.
Now, is this just an effort from the health department, or are there other partners involved in this event?
We are working with other agencies. We're working with the Hoboken Family Services, and they oversee what you call our New Jersey SEED program. New Jersey SEED stands for New Jersey Cancer Early Education and Early Detection Program. And what that does is what SEED does, it provides screening, follow-up, outreach, and treatment for people with certain cancers, with also people that fall 250% or below the poverty level. So Hoboken Family Services, they have the SEED grant, New Jersey SEED grant for Union County. So we work along with them. We work along with the Union County Board of Chosen Freeholders, along with the Union County Office of Health Management, Trinitas Regional Medical Center, and the Union County Health Officers Association.
What are some of the events that you have planned for Prostate Cancer Week?
Well, first we have, it's not every day of the week. It's going to fall from the 15th through the 20th. And we have a workshop that's going to be done at all the senior centers, ODD, the Sampson Center, Liberty. We're also going to have a...
Now, if you can backtrack for a second, you said that's October or September 15th?
September 15th. This is September 15th. Yes. We're going to have, also at Peterstown as well, we're also going to have a shop talk. That's going to be on a Thursday. That's going to be where the local barbershops, or we're going to go out to the local barbershops and give them information, so that way, everybody, all the guys who go and, get their hair cut, they like to have conversation. So this will be a conversation.
That's a great idea, because a lot of guys sit there and the barbers are kind of the nucleus of conversation, and they
Right.
can steer them into a conversation.
Right, right. So we're gonna go out and raise awareness that way, and also we're gonna do on Friday, the day before the walk, which is gonna be on Saturday. We're gonna do a Wear Blue Day. Everyone's gonna come and gonna wear blue. We're gonna, do take a picture with everyone in City Hall. So, and then the most important day will be September 20th, which is our second annual prostate cancer awareness walk. So registration starts at 12 o'clock. It's going to be at 1 o'clock at Kellogg Park on the 20th.
Now,
So
why is this walk so important?
we're just basically raising awareness. We're getting everybody to come out to say, hey, look, men, we're not forgetting about you too. Breast cancer, for October is very big. So, we want to let the men know that they're not, we're celebrating them too. We remember them too. So that's
Now,
why.
I know pink is the breast cancer
Right.
color. Is there a color for prostate cancer?
Light blue.
Light blue. Okay, and that's why you're wearing two variations of blue
Well,
here.
yeah.
I didn't get the memo, but okay.
It wasn't planned that way, but yeah.
And as we talk about prostate cancer, how is it actually diagnosed and how is it treated?
Prostate cancer is first diagnosed through what we call early detection, through screening, which is why we're pushing screening. And screening is done in two ways. It's done through a blood test, a PSA blood test. And that measures a specific antigen in the prostate that could determine whether or not cancer is detected. And there is another test called a digital test. It's a digital test it's a finger that's inserted into the rectum. It feels the size of the prostate gland.
Now, throughout the year, the health department works on various initiatives. Just got finished with the back to school book bag giveaway. Prior to that, knows to Get Fit. And one of the things we get a lot of phone calls from the residents is the anti-rabies
Yes.
shots. Is that coming up anytime soon?
Yes, it is. We have rabies clinics that are going to be coming up on various dates in September and in October. For example, our first clinic is going to be Thursday, September the 18th, from 4 to 6 p.m. in front of City Hall. And then on September the 20th, 2014, on the corner of Elmora Avenue and Vine Street, Carteret Park, we will be having another clinic from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. And again, on October the 11th, at Kellogg Park, on the corner of North Avenue and Madison Avenue from 2 to 4 p.m.
Now, why is it so important for dogs and cats to have their rabies shot?
It's important for prevention, to prevent the spread of rabies, which is the purpose of public health in general, is to prevent the spread of disease. And the best way to prevent the spread of rabies is for responsible pet owners to get their pets vaccinated.
Now, in some states, it's required by law for the shots to take place. Does the same apply here in Jersey?
In New Jersey, there's no state law that requires dogs and cats to get vaccinated, but dogs in the state of New Jersey have to be licensed, and in order to obtain a license, you must be up to date on a rabies vaccine.
How often does the city provide this service? And when they do, is it a charge, is it a fee?
The city provides this service twice a year, usually during the spring months and during the fall months, and there is no charge.
Now, Andrea, do you have a pet at home or no?
No, I don't.
Would you like one?
I love animals, but I don't want one. No.
Okay. This is a day you have to come out and see because residents come,
Yes.
and it's amazing how
Right.
our animal control shelter plays a role in this because
Right.
Yes.
some of these dogs are huge. And who gives the shot? Is there a...
We have a licensed veterinarian on staff that gives the rabies shots.
And what does it require the animal owner when they show up in order to get the shots?
Pretty much the biggest, what we want is that the animal is controlled and contained. I mean, you don't have to be an Elizabeth resident to obtain a rabies shot. I mean, anyone can come and get a rabies shot. But we are also, I wanted to say too, that we will be selling licenses for animals after the shots.
Okay. And if there's a phone number someone can call for more information?
Yes, phone number that could be called for more information is 908-820-4113.
And as we go back and forth, the prostate cancer walk, which is very important. That's going to take place when?
It's going to take place on September 20th at 1 p.m. at Kellogg Park. Registration starts at 12.
And if someone needs more information on the prostate cancer walk,
You guys can call me, Andrea Topping, at 908-820-4050.
I want to thank you both for joining us,
Our pleasure.
and I'll see you at the prostate cancer walk.
Okay.
All right.
Hope to see you there.
Have a great week, and thank you for joining into this segment of Our City. See you next week. Thank you.
Where will the next generation of scientists come from? Right here. Kane University.